Okay, welcome and hi everyone. It sounds like everyone sounds excited and happy. Maybe it's the warm weather, maybe it's the long weekend. I don't know why, but you sound happy. Or maybe because today is test day. Is that why you're happy? Of course, right? That's the only reason why you're happy, because we have a test today. So before we get into the test, so that we can test and make sure we understand everything that we've learned, let's look at the extra materials. So extra materials, extra exercises to help you with the grammar. That's what it means, the extra materials. Okay, so we're going to look at that. So everybody has it, Unit 7, extra materials. Okay, so let's go through it together. So unit comparatives. If you remember, we've been looking at adjectives. So we've been looking at adjectives and comparing. You remember? So we've been saying, you know, like not just my house is big. That's just talking about one noun. My house is big. But now I'm going to say my house is bigger than Maria's house. Or my house is the biggest house in all of my area. So we can see how we're using the adjective big, but we're adding an ER if I'm comparing it to someone else, only to one other thing. Or if I'm comparing it to everything, then it's EST that we add to the adjective. That's for the short adjective. If the adjective is long, like beautiful, amazing, fantastic, fabulous, then we either say the most or we either say the most, like popular, the most amazing, or we say more beautiful than, more expensive than. So remember, more is with the comparative and most is with the superlative. So let's put that into notes before we do the exercises, I think. So if we have the adjective, let's start with just the adjective. So for example, my house is big. Okay, that's only one adjective. My house is big, and one noun, my house. But now my house is bigger than Maria's house. So now I have bigger than, because I'm comparing mine and Maria. Two comparing. But I can say my house is the biggest in the world.
Guy is married.
Sorry?
This guy is has a billion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. In the world. So that's how we use the adjective. So very simple, right? So there's 3 ways that we can use the adjective. So the first one was just with one noun. So that's the first way that we can use it. The second way is like this. And the third one is like this. So all you got to remember that number 2 is called the comparative. And number 3, the superlative with the EST. Okay, so very simple. That's all you have to do with the adjective. Are you talking only about one noun or object? Are you talking about this one noun, but you're comparing it to someone else's same noun? Or are you talking about one noun, but comparing it to, you know, it's the biggest, the brightest, the smartest, the tallest in the world. So very simple rules. Either you add the ER and then, or the EST. And we've got, that's the adjective, big. So that was examples. Okay, so let's do some questions. So I can see we've got, it looks like become younger and more beautiful with exotique. So these are advertisements. The next one says, now the new Phantom XR7 is faster than a Zippy and it's cheaper. Do you want a better personal music player with a bigger memory? Well, now it's here. So we can see how we use the adjective to compare when we're trying to sell something. You know, this is the best iPhone. It's got a bigger screen than Samsung. This phone has a better memory. So I'm comparing. I need to compare in life. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so that's just examples with advertisement. So we looked at the rules, so we don't need to go through the rules again. But just some adjectives: young, old, fast, slow, cheap, expensive, big, small, good, bad, hot, cold, long, short, tall, short, boring, interesting, dangerous, safe, beautiful, happy. These are all adjectives. They tell us something about the noun or the object. What it looks like, what it feels like, what it smells like, what it's something. Okay, let's do the first exercise. So we need to add the comparative. So remember, comparative is rule number 2 with the ER. Comparative is the ER one. So they did the first one for us. Your car is faster than mine. 2 people. Your car is faster than mine. Same as my house is bigger than Maria's house. So number 2, my brother is older. My brother is older than me. Number 3, I can buy a laptop. They're cheaper. They're cheaper now. Yep. They're cheaper now. Cheaper than, or the other one, than before. I'm comparing the time. They're cheaper than now. So it's this rule. It's really an adjective plus the ER, then, and then I can put time. It doesn't have to be another noun. It's cheaper than before. It's cheaper than yesterday. I bought something and it's on sale. It's cheaper than yesterday. That's this rule. So it's got time. Okay, a car is more expensive. So for the comparative, we add the, so for the comparative, we know that we add the ER if it's a short adjective. So add ER, but if it's long, you add more than. So just remember, you got 2. You got the add ER to the short adjective or more than. So yeah, a car is more expensive than a bike. So I'm comparing two nouns, a car and a bike. So I must use the comparative, because the comparative, when I compare two things, South Africa is hotter than Iceland. I speak good English, but hers is better. Remember the irregular? Better. Not best, because that's if I'm saying her English is the best in the world. I'm saying it's better than someone else. It's easier. Easier. It's easier to do shopping online. You are more beautiful. So comparative, we add the more. And it's safer to travel by train than by car. Good. So we use the comparative. Rule number 2. Let's look at these images. So number 1, a motorbike is faster than a bicycle. Number 2, she is taller than him. Yeah. Or you can put a name if you want. Maria is taller than Tom. So ER then, comparative, because there's two nouns, two objects. Number 3, the blue bike is less expensive because it's $450, but the red one is $500. Is that right? Sorry, $300. Sorry, I thought it looked like 5. So the blue bike is more expensive than the red bike. Yep. And the last one, her book is more interesting than his book. How did I know? Because she looks excited and interested. So her book is more interesting than his book. Okay, that was a long adjective. Number 3, Karen's 29, Tom's 30. So Karen's younger than Tom, or you can say Tom's older than Karen. The Mississippi River is 3,733 kilometers. The Amazon River is 6,712 kilometers. So the Amazon River is shorter. The Amazon River is longer. So this one, the Amazon River is longer than the Mississippi River. Yes, is longer than. Yep, longer than. Or you could say the Mississippi River is shorter than the Amazon River. So that was that answer. Number 3, my flat is 1,000 meters square. Your house is 1,500 meters square. So my flat is smaller than your house, or your house is bigger than my flat. Number 4, today the temperature in Rome is 21 degrees. London is 5 degrees. So Rome is hotter than London. Hotter than. Yeah, London is colder than Rome. Hey, Ronan. So good. Let's go to the next page. So we'll just go, because I already taught you the rules. So now we have the EST, the superlative, we add EST, or we say most. If it's a long adjective, we say the most, actually. So we say the most long adjective. So the superlative, that's the rule here. So that's the rule. So comparative, you add the ER if it's a short adjective, or you say more beautiful than, more amazing than, more crazier than, more whatever. The superlative, you add EST. It's the biggest, she's the smartest, he's the tallest, or the most amazing holiday in the world, the most amazing experience in my life, the most expensive dress I've ever bought in my life, the most beautiful view I've ever seen, the most beautiful city in the world, the most beautiful place in the world, in all of Colombia, in all of Australia, whatever. Okay, so comparative, the superlative. So let's do the exercise. So the next page, it says, Mr. Bao from Mongolia is the tallest man in the world. So short adjective, tall. So we add est, is the tallest man in the world, not he is taller than who? Well, no, Mr. Bao is taller than Mr. Smith. It's Mr. Bao is the tallest in the world. Number 2, the shortest. The shortest woman in the world is 79 centimeters tall. Number 3, Edward. Yes, biggest. Number 5, Clayton. Sorry, number 4. Number 4. The most dangerous, because it's a long adjective, we have to add the most long adjective. The most dangerous. Yeah, animal. The most dangerous animals. Yeah. That means compared to all of them, they are the most dangerous. Not snakes are more dangerous than elephants. I'm not comparing it to another object. I'm saying they are the most dangerous in all of the animal kingdom. Number 5, Santiago.
Is the longest river in the world.
Longest. Number 6, Italo.
The oldest city in the world.
Oldest.
Oldest, sorry.
Yes, I know the pronunciation. That's why I repeated it. Oldest city in the world. 7, Ronan. You've got the hard one. Luxembourg. Yeah, safest city in Europe. 8, Silvio. Yes, most expensive. Number 9, Fernando. Highest.
In the world.
10, Jose. Heaviest.
Heaviest animal.
Yeah. Okay, number 2. And yeah, number 2. Okay, so a snake is slower than a cheetah. That's the comparative. And the superlative, the tortoise is the slowest animal. So now we're going to practice both. The first one is the comparative, second one is the superlative. So this is a little bit harder now. So number 2, Min. Italy. Yeah, is, make sure it sounds like a Z, is hotter than Norway. Or compare in the superlative, Ethiopia. Yeah, is the hottest compared to all of them. Number 3, Andres.
The Indian Ocean bigger than the Mediterranean Sea.
Then the Mediterranean Sea. Yeah. Or the Pacific Ocean is the biggest. Yeah, or is the biggest. You can stop at the EST. Yeah. So make sure, remember capital letters for names of places, names of rivers, oceans. Number 4, Diego. Yeah, Russia. Yeah, or Switzerland is the smallest. It means between them all. No, Switzerland is the smallest. Is the smallest. Yes. India? Yeah. And number 5, Julian. A car. Then a bicycle. Or the plane is the fastest. Because now we're comparing the plane to more than 2 things. We can stop at the EST. You don't have to say the plane is the fastest than the bicycle or that. You don't do that with the EST. You just stop at the EST. But in the ER, you do need to say then the other noun. Good. Let's go to number 3. So correct the sentences. I'm the worst at English in my class. That comes from the adjective bad, and it's an irregular. We don't add er or est. I'm the worst in my class. So I'm comparing myself to many people. So number 2, Valeria. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think Brazil is the best football team in the world. Isn't you know? Yeah, I know. Yeah. This is because it's UK. This should say soccer. Soccer, but because this is UK, they say football. Okay, so it says I think. Remember, I think is when you give your opinion. So it's not, it's what someone thinks. Number 3, let's go back to Edward.
Snakes are the most dangerous animals in my country.
Exactly. EST one. Yep. And number 4, Clayton. Number 4. Yep. I don't think you have to correct the sentences. Remember, that means that there's a mistake in the sentence, so you need to make the sentence perfect. So I don't think his go up. Why? Ah, yes. So I don't think he's a better actor than Robert De Niro. I use the comparative because I've got 2 people. He, I don't know who I'm talking about, but just him and De Niro. Al Pacino and De Niro. So I have to use the ER. I didn't say I don't think he's the best actor in the world. I said I don't think Al Pacino is a better actor than Robert De Niro. So I compared 2 people, 2 objects, 2 nouns. So I used the ER. Number 5, Santiago.
But my bag is heavy.
Yeah, so your bags are heavy, but my bag is the heaviest. Is heavier, but my bag is heavier. Because I'm only comparing my bag to your bag. So your bags are heavy, but my bag is more heavier, is heavier. So the ER for that one. Okay, let's go to the next page. Okay, well done. So remember, we've been looking at journey. All this unit, we've been talking about our journey. That just means our trip, our journey, our experience. We go from one place to another place. And we need to talk about adjective to explain, to show someone what was our journey like. Was it beautiful, amazing, expensive? Was it cheap? Was it, you know, whatever. So let's replace the adjectives in, put them in the sentences. So you can read it all, Italo. Yeah, all of it. Last year,
No.
Yeah. So last year, a group of explorers went on a dangerous journey to Antarctica. The journey was very slow and difficult. We need to put the opposite. That's why. So it was slow and difficult because of the cold weather. They traveled for a long time and they arrived after 3 weeks. Okay, good. So we just put the opposite. Remember, the opposite means like the other meaning. Remember, we talked of ways of traveling. So we travel by car, by bus. So make sure you get used to saying by. How do you get to work? I get to work by bus, by car, by train, by plane, by boat, by foot. So we came home by taxi. We took a taxi home. That's in the past simple. We're rewriting them into the past simple. We went around the island by bike. So, Ronan, number 2.
Around the island.
Yeah, we cycled around the island. Because that could be an action, a past action. To cycle means to like ride. We rode. If you want, we rode around the island. We rode on a bike around the island, if you want. Number 3, Silvio. Yeah, you got to put the verb in the past simple. And remember, if it's an irregular, it does not have an ed. If it's a regular, it has an ed. So you got to use the action and put it in the past. So we flew Nairobi. So we flew to Nairobi. We flew, past simple sentence. We flew where? To Nairobi. We took the plane. If you want, we took the plane to Nairobi. Number 4, Wilda. We walked to work. Yeah. Number 5, Min. We want to use the verb take. So what's that in the past? We took a train. We took a train to Scotland. Number 6, Jose. Sailed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, remember we talked about money. So we pay by card, we pay by cash. We ask questions. Can you lend me? Can I borrow? Can you give me? Can I have? What is it? Yeah, I spent money. I paid for something. So we talked about I need to take out cash. I need to go to an ATM machine. So we talked about actions with money. So match to the 1 to 7 with A to G. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So number 1, they changed their euros. They changed their euros for the parking. Sorry, number C. Yeah. 1C. They changed their euros into pounds at the airport. Number 2. Fernando, you can pay. You can pay for the parking by credit card. Yeah, you can pay for your tickets online. Number 3, Andres. I spent a lot of money on a nice family holiday. So the verb is to spend money on. I spent a lot of money on my holiday. I spent a lot of money on my laptop. I spent a lot of money on my books. So the verb is to spend money on. Number 4, Clayton, Julian. I lent my brother B. 5. Sorry. I lent my brother. Number 4. I lent my brother 20 pounds for his train ticket. Number 5. Gustavo. I took out 100 pounds from the cash machine. You can't take out money from someone. You could say, I took 100 pounds from Ali, but not take out. I took from him, but not with the word out. Out means from an object. It's like saying, I took out a drink from the fridge. I took out a piece of paper from my book, but I took money from Ali. I took $100 from Maria. But because it has the verb is to take out, that means from an object. To take out something from the fridge, to take out something from a machine, to take out something from the drawer. Number 6, we can buy, Valeria. We can buy our tickets online. So we can buy our tickets online. 6F. And the last one, Edward.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'll say back on Wednesday.
Yeah, a little bit of pronunciation. So I borrowed some money from Ali. I'll pay it. Yes, so you got to push it because you didn't push it. So you got to, yeah, I'll pay it back on Wednesday. So these little words, in, on, by, to, you have to push them. So I'll pay it back on Wednesday. That's how it has to sound. You have to push it stronger or I don't hear it. Let's get to the next question. So number 4, complete them with the comparative. So remember the ER. So a plane journey is faster than a train journey. Number 2, Clayton. Then a camping holiday. Yep, more expensive than. More expensive than. Number 3, Santiago. Antarctica is bigger than Australia, yes. Number 4, Italo. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. More interesting than. Number 5, Ronan. Travel by air is number 5. Yeah, safer than. Yep, safer than. Number 6, Wilder. Diving.
Diving is more dangerous than mountain biking.
Yep, more dangerous than. Yep, more dangerous than. Okay, next question. We're going to add the superlative, which means the EST, or if it's a long adjective like dangerous and difficult, we add the most, or if it's an irregular like good, we say the best. So the first one, large, is the largest. 2, Silvio. The longest. 3, Jose. Easiest. Yep. 4, Min. Yep, most dangerous. 5, Andres. Best. 6, Gustavo. Most difficult. Okay, let's cut out which words do not belong in the travel verb. So a travel action, drive, yes. Fly, yes. But long, no, because that's an adjective. Transport, noun. So boat, yes. Car, yes. Cheap, no, because that's an adjective. So we need to cut off cheap. Okay, and positive adjectives. Dirty, no, that's a negative adjective. Fantastic, yes. Easy, yes, that's a positive adjective. Negative adjective, dangerous, yeah. Tiny, no. And ugly, yes, that's a negative adjective. Okay, let's go to the next page. Not this page, keep going to this page where it says revision. Okay, dangerous, safe. What's number 2? Difficult and easy is the opposite. Number 3, fast, slow. Number 4, long, short, clean, dirty, huge, small, hot, cold. Good. Number 1, let's go back to Edward. Well, they did number 1 for us. I only take a taxi when my job is paying for it. So you just got to put ways of traveling. That means an action that's to do with traveling. Take, catch. Yeah. So number 2, Edward.
I usually go shopping by bus.
Yeah, I usually go shopping by bus. Number 3, Clayton. Mm. Got to find an action word. I cycle or I ride every weekend. Number 4, Santiago.
Usually, or work, but I often take the same time.
Yeah, but I often take the train home. Number 5, Italo. Yep. Both. Yep. So because you got the first action, the second action must be an ing. But I like traveling. I like swimming. I like going. I like doing. I like whatever, ing. And number 6, Ronan, a conversation. So did you drive? Did you drive to work today? No, my husband has the car. Are you okay? Okay. Number 3, money. We're talking about money. Had actions to do with money. So number A is Gustavo and B is Fernando. Okay. So A, Gustavo. B, Fernando. It costs £1 to park here. Mm. Yeah. You put yeah, a pound coin in the machine. Can you lend me? Remember, we use the action lend with me straight after. Can you lend me? Can you lend us? It just means, can you give me? Can you lend me £1? And sure. A is Santiago. B is Wilder. I changed.
I think 300 euros into $1 this morning for oh, okay. Remember that we can pay everything the same in Denmark. Yes, but I've been a half cash machine in Copenhagen. We prefer to get that here when you want to borrow from owner. No, it's okay. I can take money out from cash machine in Denmark. I have a special card and it's not more than
And it's
it's
no, and it's
not more than. So that's good. You can pay.
Yep, good. Okay, let's go to the next page. So answer the questions. You drive in a car. What do you do on a plane? You fly. Number 2, what adjective best describes someone after a bath or shower, Edward?
It's
Clean? Yep. Yep. Clean or fresh? You can say they're fresh, they're clean. What preposition, that's like little words like on, in, by, is missing in this phrase? Travel, by, train, travel, I traveled on by train, yep, by train. So by. What word means notes and coins, not credit card, Clayton?
cash.
Cash. What adjective describes something that doesn't cost much money, Santiago? Cheap or inexpensive? What are 2 other ways can we respond to yes to a request? Remember, request means when we ask for something. Italo? Sure. Yes, of course. And certainly. 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 Okay, write comparative sentences. Choose your own adjective. A plane journey is faster than a train journey. That's the comparative with the ER because we're comparing one thing with another thing. Number 2, Ronan. Healthy food is better than fast food. Because you said good, but it's when you're comparing it, you have to use better. Is better than fast food. Or you can just say healthy food is good. So it still makes sense, but you're not comparing it. If you say healthy food is good, or healthy food is better than fast food, or healthy food is the best. Yes, in the world, like if I'm, or in the best, or number 3, Wilder. Yeah, it's better than a beach holiday. Someone can say a holiday in the city is worse. Depends how you feel. Is worse than a beach? Better, worse? Yep. More cheaper? Funny? No, funny means it makes you laugh. You mean like is more exciting than? Yeah, you could put more exciting. More exciting than. Do you say funny in Portuguese? Because many times, yeah, because it doesn't work in English. Maybe in Portuguese it's work, but no, we say more exciting than. Funny is only if it makes us laugh. Like, oh my God, that movie was so funny because I was laughing. Or that person is so funny, he makes me laugh. But not like here, it's more exciting. That means like more interesting. Okay, number 4, Jose. Is more boring. I agree. Yes. Does anyone think cricket is more interesting than football? If you want, that's your opinion. Number 5, men. Yeah. Is cheaper than shopping in town. And number 6, the last one before we have a break, Valeria. Then the countrysides. Yep, exactly. Perfect. Cities are more expensive than the countrysides. It's more expensive to live in the city than in the countryside. Perfect. So I hope you've understood the difference between using, again, the comparative when we want to compare two objects, this book with this book, this house with this house, my laptop with your laptop, or the superlative when I'm just saying it's the biggest in the world. Yeah, in general, compared to everyone else, compared to, to many people. So only comparative when you're comparing two people or two things, but superlative in general to everyone, to everything. So that's all you had to know for this unit, as well as ways of talking about traveling, by car, by bus, by boat, by ship, by train, by foot, and money. Can I borrow? Can you lend me? So you must just keep saying that to yourself. Can I borrow your book? Can you lend me your book? So just remember, can I borrow your whatever? Or can you lend me whatever? They were the biggest rules that I think from this unit. So that is it. That's the review, the extra materials, which means like the extra exercises, which helps us to learn all the grammar that we have learned here. So let's have a break, refresh our minds, and get ready for the test. So who was online? No one was online. Okay, so we'll leave it there. Guys, have a break and we'll come back for the test. And that will be for this lesson, the end.